here we have the Little Tikes Dream Machine. I love how sturdy Little Tikes toys are from so long ago, and even today, the ones that you can buy still in stores. This one is not a truly vintage toy, but it is vintage inspired. It's very reminiscent of projector toys from back in the day. Did you have one? Do you remember using a projector with a story of some sort on a wall, sitting cuddled up in your living room with a blanket on the couch or in your bed at night? So this Little Tikes Dream Machine comes with 3 little books: the Poky Little Puppy, the Tawny Scrawny Lion, and the Saggy Baggy Elephant. And they are the little golden books. Do you remember little golden books? These are just tiny miniature versions of them. These are tiny little versions of the old little golden books with those nostalgic golden bindings. And there's where the projection comes from. And these just pop into the machine. So here are the 3 books that the Little Tikes Dream Machine comes with when you buy it. You can also buy little books, little extra ones that go into the machine separately. So I've seen, for instance, a set of 3 Berenstain Bear books, another classic, among others. Here's the Poky Little Puppy, a favorite. And these just pop right into here when you would like to watch and listen to one of the stories. Let's take a closer look. These are the buttons here that work the projections. This is the on-off button here in the back. This works as a night light, little bit of extra ambiance to the room. You can turn this on or off while you're watching the projections. This little fella on top, this Poky Little Puppy, look how cute. Isn't he so cute? There's little extra features that happen when you put this piece inside the machine, and each set of books comes with a different little character that can pop in and out of the top of the machine. A little
Sebring Lowry. Read for you by Susan Gregory.
Five little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wide, wide world. Through the meadow they went, down the road and up the hill. And when they got to the top of the hill, one little puppy wasn't there. When they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, running round and round, his nose to the ground. "What is he doing?" the four little puppies asked one another. And down they went to see. "I smell something," said the Poky Little Puppy. Then the four little puppies began to sniff. "Rice pudding," they said. And home they went, as fast as they could go. And there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with rice pudding for dessert. But their mother was greatly displeased. "So you're the little puppies who dig holes under fences. No rice pudding tonight." But the Poky Little Puppy came home after everyone was sound asleep. He ate up the rice pudding and crawled into bed as happy as a lark. The next morning someone had filled the hole and put up a sign. The sign said, "Don't ever dig holes under this fence." But, in spite of that, the five little puppies dug a hole under the fence and went for a walk in the wide, wide world. Through the meadow they went, down the road and up the hill. And when they got to the top of the hill, one little puppy wasn't there. Now where in the world is that Poky Little Puppy, they wondered. But when they looked down at the grassy place near the bottom of the hill, there he was, looking hard at something on the ground in front of him. "What is he doing?" the four little puppies asked one another. "I see something," said the Poky Little Puppy. It was a ripe red strawberry growing there in the grass. "Strawberry shortcake!" they cried. And home they went as fast as they could go, and there, sure enough, was dinner waiting for them, with strawberry shortcake for dessert. But their mother said, "No strawberry shortcake for supper tonight," and she made them go straight to bed. But the four little puppies waited till they thought she was asleep, and then they slipped out and filled up the hole. And when they turned around, there was their mother watching them. "What good little puppies," she said. "Come have some strawberry shortcake." And this time, when the Poky Little Puppy got home, he had to squeeze in through a wide place in the fence. And there were his four brothers and sisters, licking the last crumbs from their saucer. So Poky Little Puppy had to go to bed without a single bite of shortcake. And the next morning, someone had put up a sign that read, "No desserts ever, unless puppies never dig holes under this fence again."
We hope you have enjoyed this abridged production of The Poky Little Puppy by Jeanette Sebring Lowry. Production coordinator, Aaron Blank. Text copyright 1942, renewed 1970 by Random House, Inc. Production copyright 2006, Random House, Inc. All rights reserved.
That was the Poky Little Puppy. Next, we will look at the Saggy Baggy Elephant.
The Saggy Baggy Elephant by K&B Jackson. Read for you by Susan Gregory.
A happy little elephant was dancing through the jungle. 1, 2, 3, kick. Whenever he went 1, 2, 3, his big feet pounded so that they shook the whole jungle. The little elephant danced along until one day he met a parrot. What kind of animal are you, anyway? The little elephant said, I don't know what kind of animal I am. I dance and I kick and I call myself Suki. It's a good-sounding name, and it fits me, don't you think? Maybe, answered the parrot, but if it does, it's the only thing that does fit you. Your skin is much, much too big for you. It's baggy and saggy. You should call yourself Saggy Baggy. What shall I do? Soak in the water the way the crocodile does, laughed the parrot. Maybe your skin will shrink. Suki tramped straight into the water. But before he had soaked nearly long enough, a great big crocodile came swimming up, snapping his fierce jaws and looking greedily at Suki's tender ears. The little elephant clambered up the bank and ran away, feeling very discouraged. By and by he found a deep, dark cave, and with a heavy sigh, he tramped inside and sat down. Suddenly, he heard a fierce growling and grumbling and snarling. He peeped out of the cave and saw a lion padding down the path. I'm hungry, roared the lion. I'm hungry. I could eat an elephant. This is the end of me, thought Suki, and he let out one last trumpeting bellow. Just as he did, the jungle was filled with a terrible crashing and an awful stomping. A whole herd of great gray wrinkled elephants came charging up, and the big hungry lion jumped up in the air, turned around, and ran away as fast as he could go. Suki peeped out of the cave, and all the big elephants smiled at him. I wish I looked just like you, he said. You do, grinned the big elephants. You're a perfectly dandy little elephant. And that made Suki so happy that he began to dance, 1, 2, 3, kick, through the jungle with all those big, brave, friendly elephants behind him.
We hope you have enjoyed this abridged production of The Saggy Baggy Elephant by K&B Jackson. Production coordinator, Aaron Blank. Text copyright 1947, renewed 1975 by Random House, Inc. Production copyright 2006, Random House, Inc. All rights reserved.
Lastly, let's enjoy together the Tawny Scrawny Lion.
Tawny Scrawny Lion by Katherine Jackson. Read for you by Skip Kinnett.
Once there was a tawny, scrawny, hungry lion. He chased monkeys on Monday, kangaroos on Tuesday, zebras on Wednesday, bears on Thursday, camels on Friday, and on Saturday, elephants. He caught everything he ran after, but the more he ate, the scrawnier and hungrier he grew. If I didn't have to run for every single bite I get, I'd be sleek as satin. The other animals didn't feel one bit safe. Just then, a little rabbit came hopping through the forest, picking berries. "Rabbit," they said, "we appoint you to talk things over with the lion." So the little rabbit hopped right up to the big hungry lion and counted his ribs. "You look much too scrawny to talk things over," he said. "So how about supper at my house first?" "What's for supper?" asked the lion. The little rabbit said, "Carrot stew." That sounded awful to the lion. But the little rabbit said, "Yes, sir, my 5 sisters and my 4 brothers are making a delicious big carrot stew right now." "What are we waiting for?" cried the lion. "Here we are," said the rabbit, hopping around a turn with the lion close behind him. Sure enough, there was the rabbit's house with a big pot of carrot stew bubbling over an open fire. So he gobbled his stew, but the rabbits filled his bowl again. When he had eaten all he could hold, they heaped his bowl with berries. And when the berries were gone, the Tawny Scrawny Lion wasn't scrawny anymore. "Mind if I stay a while?" he asked. "We wouldn't even hear of your going," said the rabbits. And somehow, even when it was time to say good night, that lion wasn't one bit hungry. He curled up in his bed, patted his tummy, and smiled. When he woke up in the morning, it was Monday. "Time to chase monkeys," said the lion. But he wasn't one bit hungry for monkeys. What he wanted was some more of that tasty carrot stew. So off he went to visit the rabbits. The Tawny Lion came skipping up the path. "I came for supper," he said. Then he sat down in the soft grass, looking sleek as satin and jolly as all get out, all ready for another good big supper of carrot stew.
We hope you have enjoyed this abridged production of Tawny Scrawny Lion by Katherine Jackson. Production coordinator, Aaron Blank. Text copyright 1952, renewed 1980 by Random House Inc. Production copyright 2006, Random House Inc. All rights reserved.